G'day guys, welcome back. Got another war season kicking off, and so we got some more war videos. Let's get stuck into it. This is season 61, I believe, and we've got a new tactic, and it's quite an interesting tactic. So we're gonna have some fun. So we're facing off against the Masked Titans. Those are the bands. We got Hood, Kashala, Nico, Spider Woman, and Koye. Globally banned attackers there, Sinister and Deathless Thanos. Um, Coming in right at the end here, I did have more fights. I've only got 2 fights this war. I did have more, but someone else took them off me. But either way, it's just that void there and then dust. So quite a bit of discussion around who we're going to use for dust. And I came up with the idea of using Maker. So yeah, I didn't know if it was going to work or not. So yeah, my team is going to be Mole Man for the void fight because he's tactic as well. And then I was going to use the Maker. Never used the Maker before, not once in any form of content. This was the first time, so um, yeah. And I brought in Lady Deathstrike as well, just for a backup in case the plan didn't work. So yeah, I was going to use the Maker's evade. He's got the if you do a parry, a well-timed block, he gets an evade and he gets a passive stun for 3 seconds. I was going to use that for the knockdown. It doesn't count as a blocked hit, so even while they're unblockable, you can still trigger that. So that was the plan, and just to use that tactic to get around the unblockable dust, which in theory should work, and that's what I thought. It's just that I haven't really used the Maker before, so I wasn't, too familiar with his animations and all that sort of thing. Did plenty of duel fights, although, before going in, but still, it's different when you're actually in the war itself. So first off, yep, we've got this void here. Done this plenty of times. Um, Nothing to it. Just got to fully boost suicides, power backs, all that sort of stuff. Power start 1. I usually go with 3 heavies to start off. Then hold block, turtle up, wait for him to dash in and hit my block. Then I'll enter frenzy and just nuke him. Hold block again, turtle up. Yeah, so nice and quick, nice and easy. He's pretty OP with suicides, Mole Man. Contemplating taking him to rank 4, but honestly, he probably doesn't need it. It's pretty quick. I think that was like a 23-second fight. Alright, so now we've got this dust fight. I've put the pre-fights on. Boosted up pretty big here. Got an invol going. So, yeah. First time using the Maker in war, or anywhere really. And yeah, so we'll see how this goes. Rank 4 dust. Yeah. Quite an interesting start there. She doesn't attack me, she just goes for a heavy, which is a little unexpected. Now she's unblockable, and she will be for the remaining of the fight. I've got my evade charge back. That triggers every 8 seconds. So as you can see, even while she's unblockable, you can get the passive stun. So that's the plan. Just go about the fight that way. Recharge the mine, try and get it to go into the mine, although that I'm not too concerned about. I just basically want to get the passive stun. So far it's kind of working out. You know, it's fine. Just got to wait for that to refresh, get the passive stun, recharge the mine, use the heavy. So far this is exactly how I plan the fight to go. But unfortunately, there's certain things that go wrong here. Like, I don't know what happened there. The parry didn't work. Then obviously I didn't knock her down, so she was unstoppable. So now I get the SP2 off, knock her over the mine, does a bit of damage. I think this could work. And I do die here, just see. So the issue there was, you know, I created some distance there so that she would dash in with a medium, and I could just, you know, do the parry and get the stun. But she kind of just walks up and then does a light, which kind of throws the timing off of that parry. So she just ended up hitting me with a light and then comboing me into oblivion. Um, so that's kind of the issue. I think with more time, you know, you can kind of figure out the AI and manipulate it a little bit so that you can prevent that from happening. But anyway, that's what happened. And then I decided to just go in here with Lady Deathstrike because, you know, I also wanted to kind of try this fight out, see how it kind of looked in case we needed to do this again in the future. And it does work. You just got to keep those heal block refreshed, which can be a bit tricky because, you know, if you have to bait a special for too long and the heal block falls off, you could get into trouble. As you can see now, she's unblockable and unstoppable, which is not good. So now I've got to kind of get an opening here. Luckily I have the relic, and then I can just finish that off. So anyway, not a great start to the season. 2 fights, 1 death. So 50% death rate, not good, not a good start. But anyway, let's kick on to the second war of the season. This one is the X-Force, I think that's what they are. Yep. So we got Chilth, some interesting bands here, Crossbones. We got Nico, Koye, obviously, and then also Count Dracula. What's his name? Nefaria, that's it. So a few more fights this war. I'm taking path 1, and sorry, path 9 in section 1, and then I'm going over to path 4 again. I'm going to take on that dust again, and I'm going to take the leader there on that little root mini there, or whatever it is, and then that Jean Grey on that hazard shift stun immune node. So different plan this time for dust. Someone in our chat group thought about using Lumitrix. Yeah, so he was actually on defense, so we pulled him off D and we thought we'd give him a try on attack because he is kind of OP for this tactic. And then also I've got Mole Man and Solvark as well. So that's the team this war, and we're going to go in early here, early-ish. So yeah, path 9, section 1. So we've got this Sentinel here, and I'm going to use Lumitrix because he's immune to both Rupture and Bleed. It's just going to be a slow fight because Lumitrix really needs the he needs to get the he needs to use the evade so he can get those passive whatever they're called for the damage for these crit rate, these critical hits. So yeah, so I'm just going to throw an invul on here, and the plan is just to push him to special 3 right at the start of the fight. That way he can't ever get to another special 3 again. So yeah, threw an invul on. So yeah, plan is just to turtle up here, bait some heavies, get him over to a special 3, bait that, and then go from there. So yeah, ideally, yeah, you want to evade with Lumitrix to get the cunning, to stack those cunnings up. That really boosts his damage. But because Sentinel always has power, you can't really trigger it safely anyway. So yeah, the plan is now just to go SP1 into SP2 and just repeat and slowly knock him down that way. Yeah, just boring fight from here. Basically, I'm just going to keep repeating the SP1, SP2 rotation, Gonna do 4 hits, turtle up, bait the heavy, and just repeat. So, you know, this fight, you know, he only ever throws one special attack this whole fight, which is the special 3, which is quite funny because the fight goes for like 3 minutes or something. It's just crazy. I mean, he's going down, and obviously there's no real risk here because I'm immune to both debuffs. I've just got to be careful if he decides to throw the SP2 into block. I've got to be ready to dash back and evade that because he will kill me if I get hit by it, and I can't block it because he's at 100 analysis charges. But as you can see, he's playing ball so far. Kind of make a bit of a mistake there. Lucky he didn't throw the special 2. So yep, that's it. So yeah, that whole fight he only threw one special attack, which was awesome. So that went according to plan. What's happening here? That's not the fight. This is the next fight here. So this is this Spider-Man Supreme on this Hazard Shift Shock Poison. So I'm going to use Mole Man here. Probably could have used Solvark, I guess. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I thought this was going to be a pretty straightforward fight with Mole Man. His normal rotation, parry heavy, and then just attack. I do make a lot of mistakes in this fight. And I almost get... Oh, I think I almost die. I'll come close to it. So I bait his thing. I thought it's on cooldown, so I go for the SP2 here, and I completely miss him. So that was a big blunder, and now he's like almost at 3 bars. So if he throws that special 3, I might actually die. But he just won't throw it. Luckily he does. Before MD kicks in, and then again. So he's getting a lot of power. So I was a little bit concerned about this. But yeah, lucky Mole Man is pretty he's pretty OP. He's got a lot of damage, so yeah, I've got to say this was actually a little bit a lot trickier than I thought this would be. I don't know, maybe Solvark would have been the better play here. Yeah, anyway, I got him down, so that worked out. Alright, so now I've got this this Void again. So this time it's only a rank 3. So yeah, you saw it a couple videos ago. Probably just skip it. It goes pretty much identical to the last fight. Parry heavy 3 times, turtle up, into frenzy and nuke. Thank God they made Mole Man tactic because yeah, this fight would be a little bit annoying otherwise. Oh yeah, I actually make a mistake there. I didn't expect him to throw that heavy, but either way, he goes down pretty quick. Alright, now we get to the dust fight. So the plan here is Lumitrix, and I'm just going to basically use his evade and heavy just to knock her down and just rinse and repeat. I can build up my cunning this way. The plan is basically just to do this until I get to 2 bars of power, and then drop the SP2, and then just rinse and repeat. So it's a little bit of a cheese. As you can see, it's pretty safe, except when the AI doesn't want to dash in. See, that could be the problem, I think. So I probably just got to get a bit better at, you know, baiting her, dashing in, and then, you know, like that, charging the heavy as she dashes, rather than before it. You can't phase through specials, so you've got to bait the special. So this is basically the plan here. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I dropped my... I might have dropped the block. But anyway, that's fine. And then I thought she was going to dash in there, but she dashed back, so I threw an SP2 into block. So not great. But anyway, it you know, you kind of just get back on the game plan here. Evade, heavy. You can basically just do this the whole fight if you wanted to. It's just a bit of a long fight, that's all. The AI is supposed to be more aggressive when you're charging the heavy, so that's what I should have done the first time, and the fight would have been over now. Um, but anyway, so it kind of works out. I think I do make a mistake at the end here. Something goes wrong. Yeah, again, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I just dropped my holding my heavy. So I lose a lot of unnecessary health here, but I think this is my last Lumitrix fight anyway, so that's it. So that worked out well. And I think that's probably going to be the game plan moving forward. That's not it. Okay, now I've got this the leader here. I was assigned Lumitrix here, but I thought, you know what? Why not just use Mole Man, because he can block unblockable attacks. So if it gets to that uh, point in the match, I don't need to really worry about the unblockable, even though the fight is pretty quick with Mole Man. So yep, decided to go back in with Mole Man. Had to switch my masters again, but I just felt safer with Mole Man here. So again, just same as the Void fight basically. Parry heavy, turtle up. I don't know what happened there. I missed the parry, I think. Anyway, SP2 kind of nukes him. I think I even get hit here by an SP2. Yeah, a full SP2 to the face. Whatever, doesn't matter. Just fucking just give him a heavy there and smack him. Okay, so that's it. Now the last fight here is this Jean Grey on Hazard Shift, Poison and Rupture, I believe, and Stun Immune. Going to use Solvark here, so should be pretty straightforward. I think I threw on an invul, even though I don't need to, because it's very difficult to die in this fight against Jean Grey when you're using Solvark, because she's all energy damage. So plan here, I just got to make sure I keep knocking it down, just to keep that endurance up. And then just kind of do the normal Solvark rotation. So yeah, just going to do heavies when I can. Don't know what happened there, spacing was a little different, don't know why. Whatever. Yep, don't know what happened there either. I'm just bad at the game, I think. Alright, so just going to use an SP2 here, convert those core charges into armor. Drop the SP1, convert those armors into energize, switch my mode into release mode, start to do a bit more damage now. I think I'm going to go for the SP3 rotation. Knock it down, bait the SP2, throw the SP3. As you can see, I don't really need to worry too much about even the rupture debuffs. You just get so much regen anyway. Again, don't know what's happening with the spacing there. I think I'm a little slow on the... Yeah, I've got to do it a little quicker, I think. So now I've got to do my SP2 again. Get the armors. Oops, I think I missed the reverse controls there. Alright, get my energize again, back into release mode. Alright, back to an SP3, and then this should nuke her. So yeah, very safe fight. A little bit long because of her protection, and you know, Solvark isn't the quickest in terms of damage. So anyway, that's this war, war number 2 of season 61. Bit of a better war for me. Um, didn't didn't die this time, so yeah, um, it's a good result. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next war video. Thank you.